So what are you trying to hide, sir? Huh? What are you trying to hide from the public?
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Oh, you're trying to stop conversations between you and public officials. That's what you're doing. That's basically what you're opposing, right?
No, we're opposing that bill because it's overly broad.
Well, you mentioned in your testimony that if you're having a conversation with what is not a confidentiality conversation because it's a conversation between two public officials, even if you represent them, or you represent, the New Hampshire Attorney General's office or whatever, if there's a conversation under the 8th Amendment of the New Hampshire State Constitution, well, the 8th article says that all public officials need to be open at all times. You don't agree with that?
No,
that's the oath you took.
Because there are certain things where the right to privacy for another reason.
You give that up when you make that oath. You made that oath. You know what the Constitution says.
You're saying you have a right to privacy when you're having an individual conversation with someone, that person can't record you? Do you have a right to privacy right here?
That I don't. This is a public place.
But if we were in a room and I was recording you secretly, you'd prosecute, right?
I'm not going to answer that.
Because you would. You're trying to protect bureaucrats from being held accountable for their actions.
No, we're trying to protect the rights of the individuals that we'd be dealing with who have a right of privacy.
You give that right up.
Dealing with
this law.
You give that right up when you make that oath.
This proposed bill would not make it legal to record conversations you're not a party to. It makes it legal to record conversations you are a party to. Did you understand that?
I don't want to get into a debate.
Do you understand it? I'm not trying to debate you. I'm asking you a question.
I'm not going to answer that.
It's because you don't understand, or you just don't want to answer?
I think we have a different understanding.
Well, I think you're a public official that likes to hide things from the public, and you don't want them to know what you're doing. That's basically how looking from the outside in. That's basically what you said. You don't want this bill to be introduced because you don't want the public to know what you're doing.
No, that's not what I said, and that's not my intent. And
if I'm on
I apologize, gentlemen, I have another meeting.
If I'm on the phone with you, should I be able to record that conversation without your knowledge?
No, without my knowledge.
Why?
Because under the wiretapping laws that exist now, you'd have to
because you got something to hide, right?
Recording. No, I don't.
Well, then why not let someone record your conversation?
I mean, I would not have an objection to if you called me and said I wish to record the conversation.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to tell you, because then you might change how you behave. Because obviously, bureaucrats are pretty sleazy.
Is there any impact that the federal government is already recording conversations and it's known that they're surveilling people's private messages? I mean, is the New Hampshire state government going to be prosecuting federal officials for doing that to New Hampshire citizens?
What the federal government does is beyond my authority.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
And you're part of the Department of...
Well, I respect your opinion, but I disagree.
You're part of the public safety?
I'm Chris Kasco. I'm the administrator of the Hearings Bureau at the Department of